Do what is right, not what is easy. Hi, this is Kalpana Reddy from Krishi High School. Today, I am here to discuss about Class 6, Chapter 5, that is Penagolu, a village on the hills. So, before moving into the topic, children, I would like to wish you all a happy and a healthy morning. Hope everyone is doing great. So, stay at home, stay safe, children, right? Okay, so let's move into the topic. As I said, the today's lesson is about a Penagolu, a village on the hills. So in the previous session, children, we have learned about, we had a beautiful journey about I mean to say this thing. What is that? Lessons, like villages, they are called as Dokut and Penagolu, isn't it? We had, I mean to say, a beautiful journey towards these two villages. And today in this lesson, we are going to make a journey towards a village called Penagolu, which is situated on the hills. Okay, children. So are you all ready with me? Yes. So I just want to put you a question like, did any time have you visited or have you experienced any hill station in India? Because we do have many hill stations in India, children, such as, like for example, if you take Ooty, Ooty is also called as Udakamandalam, or Shimla, Darjeeling, Kodaikanal. So these all are the hill stations, and they are beautiful places. Have you ever thought that why people migrate, like why people love or wish to visit these places during summer? Because the climate attracts them, isn't the climate is so pleasant and so cool that during summer the people love to visit these places. So today in this lesson, we are going to learn about a same place called Penagolu, which is located on the hills. Okay, so as you all know that Telangana is like a part of Deccan Plateau. Yes, so which is located on the Eastern Ghat on one side. Uh, there are the borders of Khammam districts, and on west side hills, you will find the hills of Adilabad, Mehboob Karimnagar, Rangareddy uh, hill ranges, which is even spread to the nearby states like such as Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and AP. Okay, children. So, what do you think about this? Like, which kind of people do live there? Okay, so what kind of life they spend there, or like what kind of inhabitant they have? Okay, children. So actually, the people who live there, or like they in such a places, are called tribal community people. Okay, children, such as, so we have many tribal communities in our country. So among them, few are like Kondadoras, Godapakoyas, Manyadoras, etc. But today in this lesson we are going to learn about section of people who are called as Koyas. Okay, so it doesn't mean that they are completely different from us, but yeah, but they have some different, with they there is some variation in the way like they dress up, or the like I mean say the life they lead, or the traditional beliefs what they have, etc. children. Okay, so actually generally as they live in the forest, okay, so they treat the nature or the forest as their motherland. Okay, because they earn their livelihood from the forest, isn't it? So they love the nature, they treat the nature as their motherland, they'll worship them. Okay, they worship the forest. Okay, children, and they make sure that they never harm the forest. Do you remember the Chipko movement, children? So actually these people, now they, after like as the time passes, so now they are feeling that their life is in threat. Okay, why? Because what do you think, why they are feeling, and why they are assuming that their life is in risk, children? It's because of the depletion of forest or over exploitation of the resources, or deforestation, I can say. Okay, children, so do you remember the Chipko movement, children? So in the Chipko movement, generally you might have seen the pic. I'll share the pic in the session. A lady, she'll hold the trunk of the tree like this, and she will restrict the person from cutting down the tree. Okay, so here the people, they are assuming that their life is in threat, because if they keep on cutting down the trees for the, if we keep on exploiting the forest, so at one point definitely they will lose their livelihood, isn't it? So now means they are feeling that their life is in risk. So Penegolu is a actually a village which is located in Vazedu Mandal. Okay, which is located in Vazedu Mandal, which is on the hills of like river Godavari, children. And this village is surrounded by uh, different hills. The name they have the names like Karregutta, Nallagutta in the Chhattisgarh in the north, Vankamamadi Gutta in the south, Kallukuntla Gutta in the east, and Chinna Kummari Lanka, Pedda Kummari Lanka in the west. Okay, children. So they are surrounded with these places. I mean to say hills. Okay. The Koyas lives in this village speaks Koya language only. So here the Koyas who speaks actually the what kind of language generally we have we use a language for communicating with each other, isn't it? There's a mode of communication. So generally these group of people or the section of people, they do have their own language, okay, which is called as Koya language, children. Understood? And their settlement is not permanent. Their settlement is not permanent in the sense what? They'll migrate from one place to another place. They'll migrate from one place to another place in search of livelihood. So wherever they settle down, they'll clear up the forest and they'll make the huts. They will cultivate the crops in their own way, and they will settle there for a few years or few months. Then after that again they will migrate to some other place. Okay. So here, so in the same way, what happened? They even some of them, some of the section of people, they have moved to the neighboring districts like Adilabad, etc., and they have adopted the Telugu language. They have adopted the Telugu language, children. It's not that they don't speak Koya. They speak Koya, but like the upcoming generations, so they have adopted Telugu language, children. Understood? And as I said that this village is totally surrounded by different hills called Nallagutta or Karigutta. Understood, children? So I just wanted to share you the image. After that we will start the journey, right? Yeah, one second, just be connected with me. Yeah, so here are the slides, children. One second. Yeah, see here you can see in the image like how exactly it looks like, the villages on the hills. Okay, so see in the image, if you see, so there are like, I mean to say, tribal community people, the way they are dressing, and the like recreations or the traditions what they celebrate, the celebrations. Okay, how do they celebrate? So these are the Koyas. So they live in this village. Okay, children. So here in the pic, if you see, if you look at, it's a pic what I have got it, which the Chipko movement, children. So here you can see how a lady is holding the tree. Okay, and here in this side you can see the image. So it shows it. Like it reflects that how the people they dress up and how they celebrate and what kind of religious beliefs they have, right? And if you see this side, so adopted, as I said, adopted, that means what they have now. See, if you see the previous images of the same section of group and now, so the total dressing has been changed, isn't it? The dressing has been changed. Yes, this is the Bogota water falls. So here this is the mountain. Okay, children? Yes, Nallagutta. Yes. So and here is the Bogota water falls. Yes, now we will learn about the journey towards the village. Okay, so we will learn about the journey towards the village. Now we'll start the journey, how the way and what kind of like, I mean say, things we'll experience while in the journey. Okay, children. So as we like, if we enter from the Vazedu Mandal, it is situated on the confluence of this what do you call, stream of Nalandevi Vagu. And once when we enter cross through this Vagu and we'll enter, so exactly at the like foot of the mountain we have one village which is called Gummadi Doddi. So towards the journey, in the initial stage when we are at the like down, when we are starting at the starting point, we will find a village which is called as Gummadi Doddi. Okay, children. So from there we will start the journey from Gummadi Doddi village, okay, which is located on the foot of the mountain. This path is not so easy, and it's very steep and narrow and slippery, children. So the way when we are crossing from the Gummadi Doddi village, so the path is not so easy, and it's very slippery. It's very narrow and slippery, okay, children. And when once we cross that village, we will find the Bogada waterfalls, okay, children. And it is very thick forest. It is very thick forest, and after crossing that, we will find some patches of land, okay, which have been cleared for cultivation. So, okay, so after crossing this Bogada waterfalls, we will find some patches of land which they have cleared for cultivation, okay, children. And after that, even once if you look after the roads in the mountain, when we are towards the journey of Penagolu, the roads are completely covered with stones and pebbles. The roads are completely covered with stones and pebbles, and the soil here is we find is red soil, which is not fertile, okay, children. So nearly it takes 5 to 6 hours from Vajedu Mandal to reach the like village, children. Understood, children? I'll just show you. Okay, I just wanted to share you the screen. Just hang on. Yeah, see, this is the path. Okay, children. So this is the path, okay, of a Gummadi Doddi. If you see a narrow, like I mentioned, narrow slippery street. Okay, and the other side, if you check, so it's a patches of land. So they have cleared it. Some part of it they have cleared it, for cultivation. And once after 1 or 2 years, again what they will do, they'll move to some other place, and then again they will clear the forest and they will settle there for 1 or 2 years. So then, what do you mean? So it means, it tells that they migrate from one place to another place, right, children? Okay, so here I have shared the pic of road. Okay, so roads are covered with stones and pebbles. So you can just check out. That means we don't find the Pakka roads. Okay, so with this, we'll continue the journey in the next session, children. So before winding up, I just wanted to share the homework. So your homework is chapter 4, page number 35, question answers you have to write. And when you're uploading in the Google Classroom, in the comment box, just mention your name, children, and the session also. That homework belongs to which session. Okay, just make me clear that session number also, so that it will be easy for me to assist. Right, children? Okay. So hope you have enjoyed the journey towards the Penagolu village. So in the upcoming sessions, definitely we will complete our journey. Thank you for being connected with me. Bye-bye.